Before this summit, US President Donald Trump tried to lower expectations of a deal with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. But the expectation was, at the very least, that the pair would sign some form of agreement on denuclearization or make a joint statement. Instead, the talks were cut short before lunch. The table was set, but the diners didn't show, leaving Donald Trump to explain why.
Basically, they wanted the sanctions lifted in their entirety, and we couldn't do that. They were willing to denuke a large portion of the areas that we wanted, but we couldn't give up all of the sanctions for that.
The American said Kim Jong-un was willing to dismantle his Yongbyon research facility, regarded as the centerpiece of North Korea's nuclear program. In exchange, he wanted all economic sanctions lifted, which was a step too far for the US.
Unfortunately, we didn't get all the way. We didn't get to something that ultimately made sense for the United States of America. I think Chairman Kim was hopeful that we would. We asked him to do more. He was unprepared to do that, but I'm still optimistic.
Despite that optimism, this was not how the summit was supposed to go. Earlier on Thursday, there was no sign of trouble ahead. Kim Jong-un, the reclusive leader of a repressive state, even answered questions from reporters, perhaps for the first time.
Chairman Kim, are you ready to denuclearize?
김 위원장님, 비핵화 준비되셨습니까?
그런 의지가 없다고는 여기 오지 않았을 겁니다.
If I'm not willing to do that, I won't be here right now.
That's a good answer. Wow, that might be the best answer you've ever heard.
But after two summits that have yielded very little, there are more questions than answers. Donald Trump warned about this possibility last year ahead of the first summit in Singapore, saying he was prepared to walk away if the talks weren't fruitful. It seems he's now delivered on that threat. But with such a sudden, premature end to this summit, there must be real concern about what happens next. At this stage, there are no plans for a third summit. Donald Trump says Kim Jong-un assured him there would be no resumption of missile or nuclear tests. But what happened in Vietnam has proved that this continues to be an unpredictable road to the stated goal of ridding North Korea of nuclear weapons. Wayne Hay, Al Jazeera, Hanoi.